LeBron James is heading into content, people. He's going into the big money. He's realized, look, there have been so many billions of dollars made from advertisers and talking heads. He coming for you, Skip Bayless. He broke down each and every NFL game preview. I'm gonna play that video after this one, but it's just what's about to happen. My man is definitely going in and leaning into his billionaire bag. He's looking for the next big paycheck. Imagine he has all kind of access to all these athletes. Anthony Davis, his coach Darvin Ham. He has so many personal relationships with so many NBA players. You mean he can't start a podcast? You mean he can't do little video interviews and one-offs? He can't go and demand whatever kind of money from whatever platform to start his own podcast that he could do weekly. I mean, this ain't the volume. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Draymond Green podcast. He's actually coming in where he's going to get so many subscribers off rip, and he could do it on his own and own independent kind of thing. I see this as the next move for him. He's breaking it down. I think he's going to get so much better over time. It's just him talking and what he thinks about sports, and he's watching it anyway. It's a fantastic play. Then he can talk about his sons and have them on the podcast. I mean, I could see it. I see the vision, my man. I love it. I salute to you. Again, he's going to be able to do so much more, bringing kids on from his podcast if he wants, as far as from the I Promise School and having them go through what happened and how they got to wherever. I love this lean into content from LeBron James. Be on the lookout. He says he wants to be a multi-billionaire. This is the next thing, leaning into content. Hey man, big ups to you, brother. And he'll still continue with the shop, but I'm sure this is going to be his own singular vision and bringing people along. It's really dope. It's a really, really dope move.
Two other winless teams, Denver versus Chicago. Obviously, Denver nor Chicago has looked great at all this year. It's pretty ugly. I think last week with Denver, Miami, 70-20. Miami did whatever they wanted to do offensively. And then Denver coming into this game, no Justin Simmons. Obviously, Frank Clark defensively. No JL Skinner. No Josie Joel defensively for Denver. So the offense is going to put a lot of pressure on the offense. I know Patrick Surtain is still super elite for the Broncos at the cornerback position. They got a couple other guys, but it'll be a little tough for them. But offensively, they're going to have to pick it up. They do got some good skilled players offensively, but it's going to take a little bit while for that offense to start clicking with the new system. With Sean Payton in there, but you can say the same for the Bears. Obviously, offensively, they haven't looked good at all. Justin Fields hasn't looked comfortable. They got great playmakers from the outside looking in, and DJ Moore and Chase Claypool's out. They got some really good players, but it just doesn't seem like they're able to click right now. Offensively or defensively. I think defense has been playing okay, but the offense hasn't played well at all. With this game being at Soldier Field, I don't know. I want to say Justin Fields is going to play better today. I want to say that Russell Wilson is going to play better today. So I'm just going on a limb and just say I'm going to take Denver. I'm going to take Denver. I just feel like they got a little bit more firepower, man, and I think it'll give them a win today. So I'm going to take the Broncos in Soldier Field. Now here's my game that I'm looking forward to more than any of them, because simply I'm a Browns fan, and that's Baltimore going into Cleveland today. It's obviously a division game, AFC North showdown between Baltimore and Cleveland. Baltimore has got a lot of injuries, especially offensively. No Odell Beckham, no Rashad Bateman. Obviously, we know J.K. Dobbins went down week 1 with the Achilles. Speedy recovery to you, G, Ohio State alum. Get back soon. But at the end of the day, when you got Lamar Jackson, it doesn't matter. Does not matter who's in the lineup. He's going to give you a chance every Sunday, or if they play Monday night or Thursday night. Lamar Jackson going to always give you, a chance. On our Brown side, obviously we missed our franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson, just become inactive with the right shoulder, wasn't able to practice or throw this whole week, and obviously our franchise running back, got hurt, not too long ago. Nick Chubb, speedy recovery to you, brother. I can't wait to see you back on the field. But with that said, obviously it's always difficult starting a rookie quarterback. He played extremely well, obviously. Dorian Thompson played extremely well in preseason. Obviously, we know it's all preseason, but the reps is reps, and he looked really good. Baltimore is always going to be a tough defense. Anytime you stand, at Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, and the rest of those guys defensively. But also, you got to stay at our defense too. And we know we got the number one defense in the league right now, holding teams under all the averages: points per game, rushes per game, passing yards per game. We getting off the field on third downs. Myles Garrett is probably at the top, along with T.J. Watt, as far as Defensive Player of the Year right now as it stands through 4 games. So I gotta go, and of course I'm gonna go with my Cleveland Browns to win that game. Moving on to another AFC North game, AFC North team is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans in Houston. Not gonna take too long on this one, but I love watching Pittsburgh's defense. I think they're phenomenal. They're well coached. What can you say about their defense? They're going to give you a chance every single Sunday, or like I said, Monday or Thursday, depending on when they're playing, because they're just super well coached. Mike Tomlin is one of my favorite guys in the world. Love him. He's awesome. I think Houston got a great win last week. Shout out to my guy, C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State alum. He looked amazing last week. And I hope he looks amazing this week as well, because I'm rooting for you, kid. Hope you continue to improve. But I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh just, they're just very good, very solid. No matter who's playing for them offensively, I think defensively, they're just always in tune. But hope to see a good game on that game. Moving on to the Los Angeles Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts. I think one of my surprise teams, even though they're just 1-2, is the Rams. They lost a lot of skilled players. They lost a lot of players offensively and defensively. Jalen Ramsey gone, down with the Dolphins. Speedy recovery to Jalen Ramsey. Bobby Wagner left, went back to Seattle, and so on and so on. But one of the staples is Big 9-9, Aaron Donald. He's still there. He's still making plays, and they always have a chance with that big fella. Making sure he's controlling the defensive line, and that offense has looked surprisingly well. Obviously no Cooper. He hasn't been able to haven't been able to play yet. Still coming back from, I believe, a hamstring. I could be wrong, but he should be hopefully making his way back soon. But they do got I call him what they call him, Puka Doncic, the rookie receiver who through 3 games got the most receptions of any rookie in NFL history. That kid has been balling. On to the Colts, I was looking forward to seeing Anthony Richardson, but obviously we know he went down with the concussion a couple weeks ago. So Gardner Minshew is, I believe is starting for them right now. So you got a 1-2 Rams versus a 2-1 Colts. Gardner Minshew he looked good last week. I can't even front, man. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm out here in LA, man. We always, try to protect each other, man. Rams, Lakers, we got like a bond, so I'm gonna rock with them. Move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus New Orleans Saints. Obviously Tampa had a tough game. What was that? This past Monday, I believe that was a doubleheader. The Monday game, Tampa versus I can't remember. They went against somebody very good. But whatever. Anyways, Tampa's still 2-1. They've been playing good football. My man, Mike Evans, is a beast. 9 straight seasons with 1,000 yards. Pay that man. All right? Don't matter. He gonna get paid no matter what. But they look good. They look really good. Only really injuries that I see, Jamil Dean is out, cornerback position. But like, pretty much everybody else, is in the lineup for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You move on to the Saints. Not too many guys are out for them. I believe Derek Carr will play today. If not, it will be Jameis Winston. I did see Derek Carr go out a little bit, I think, but last week, I believe. Could be wrong, but I'm just speaking off the top of my head. And also, I'm on NFL.com, just looking at some of the injury reports. And I've been doing my own homework just because I just love the game. I've been watching the game so much. But I'm going to go with, live from the Superdome. That should be a good game. Baker Mayfield been looking good. I know last week was rough on him. But for the majority so far, he's been looking good. It's kind of thrown me for a loop who Tampa just played last week. I want to look it up, but whatever, we'll get back to it. But I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers versus Saints, in the Superdome, just off a hunch.
Fuck that.
Let me see. We'll move on.